Shalom. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakodash, and the honors to the apostles and elders who were at Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect. And I'm going to go into a quick lesson about the signs and the times that that reveals that we're at the end. And lately in the news, you have many chariot sightings and all these other signs too that reveals that we're at the end of this wicked kingdom. Well, here, I'll start with Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. And we know that because we see the prophecies that are coming to pass. We are seeing more chariot sightings too, that the news has been reporting on, letting us know that the Lord is about to visit the world which He had made. Now I'll bring out 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 1. And he answered me, saying, and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shall thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which He made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And you're seeing uproars and earthquakes around the world, and soon you're about to see more uproars, especially here in America, when that debt ceiling doesn't get resolved at all, which ultimately that's what the Lord is controlling the elites for, to really do the Lord's will, to put the spirit on these wicked ass elites to come with that that order ab chaos, bring punishment, bring judgment upon Jacob, the 2/3 of Israel and the rest of these heathens. I'll read again. Therefore, when those shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders, and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. And the Lord, He's showing us signs that we're at the end. He's revealing the chariots and Salakia. Even so, the times of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings in effects and signs. So the Lord is showing His chariots, letting us know that salvation for the 1/3 of Israel is near. Showing us that we're actually at the end. And everyone shall be saved, and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed, and shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. And the Lord, He's revealing all these signs, all these effects and signs unto His elect, letting us know that we are at the end of this wicked kingdom. He will soon deliver his elect. Going to go ahead and go into Luke chapter 21, verse 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass. But the end is not by and by. And we're going to see more wars and rumors of wars, nations against nations, etc. But World War III won't occur until that implementation of the RFID microchip gets implemented on a mass scale. And people are going to realize that once this MOTB gets implemented on a mass scale, they're going to know that that is the CHIP, that what Revelations, the 13th chapter of the 16th verse is really talking about. People are going to realize that. People are going to know that the apostles and others, great millstone, have been teaching the correct doctrine and have been teaching that the Revelations, the 13th and 16th chapter, was correct the entire time. That the fact that the CHIP is MOTB. I'm going to jump down to verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. When you see all hell breaking loose, you see all these things coming to pass, the famines, the wars and rumors of wars, the destruction in Babylon and around the world too. When things get more dire, we're going to be rejoicing in those days, because the Lord, He said that His elect is going to be protected from those are going to be protected in those times. No evil shall touch the Lord's elect. And we must continue to watch out for these prophecies too, because it's getting more dire by the day. Here you got the economy is getting ready to collapse, and people are about to feel some real financial pain. And this is why we have Thessalonians, First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 6, telling us to, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. So we got to keep watching these prophecies, know what times that we're living in, and continue to be sober. Verse 7, for they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for the helmet and hope of salvation. For Yahweh hath not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua. So we gotta keep watching out for these prophecies. We gotta stay awake, be on our watch, because literally any day now, all hell can break loose. And we know that we're at the end, because we see that MOTB is really gonna be is close to be getting implemented. It's just a matter of time for Esau to bring this economy down, bring in that CBDC, and push forward for his MOTB agenda to Michael C. Hip and people globally. Last precept, this is Luke chapter 1, verse 70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. And as all hell is about to break loose, you're gonna have Esau coming in as a flood, but the Lord, he's gonna lift up a standard for his elect, and the Lord, he's gonna protect his elect in that day. The Lord is going to protect his elect during Jacob's trouble. But yeah, that was it to that lesson. I hope it was edifying. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakakodash, and Shalom.